Hey guys, Kenny here. Stay cool and relax to the movies. Bye.
Hey guys, Kenny here. I'm here to talk about the new 2012 reboot, The Amazing Spider-Man. I saw this in 3D. This is the 2012 film. I really enjoyed this. I'm very surprised. I think it was way better than uh, these two here. I do kind of enjoy these, but yeah, I agree with a lot of what people say that these are really way too corny and they're really not very mature stories. We all know about this one. What can be said about this that hasn't already been said? It's terrible. But 1 and 2, I can watch these. They're passable. They're not great, but good entertainment for letting the time pass. So just wanted to talk about these three real quick. And now the reboot. The reboot really was made because of Spider-Man 4. It was canceled, so I had something in my eye. It was canceled, and yeah, I think the villain that was originally going to be in 4 was the Vulture, and John Malkovich was going to play that character, and Anne Hathaway would be in it as the Felicia Hardy, but it wouldn't be Black Cat. She would play a random character called the Vultress. So, bad decision, and I'm glad that Sony scrapped that. So now we got the reboot, and everything about this was fantastic. It's really about Peter Parker and his relationship with his aunt and his uncle, and then he starts finding clues about what happened to his parents. He's a teenager now in high school who gets picked on really about one particular person, Flash Thompson. But even when he's not picked on, he still feels pretty insecure. He's very bright, very smart, but he still gets picked on. And then when he's home, he's looking for clues on what happened to his parents, because they left him with the aunt and uncle earlier on in his life, because they had to do something important, and the father said, "One day you'll understand." And so then, in Peter's sort of research about his parents, he comes across Dr. Kurt Connors, played by Rhys Ifans, RHYSIFANS, Rhys Ifans. People keep saying Ifans. I've known it being Ifans. And then he gets to know Captain Stacy. Forget his first name. He's Gwen Stacy's father. And because of that, then they start really getting along, sort of. And then he wants to try and do this regeneration thing on animals, and then once he does something on himself, and then he changes into the lizard. Sorry, I like the whole climax. It's in the trailer. He uses this smoke to regenerate people biologically into lizards. Well, no, I'm not going to say that, but he uses this biological weapon. I'm not going to say what happens. son, that's really what it's all about, so Peter has to go and save him. If you remember from the bridge scene where this man says, help me, my kid is trapped, that was C. Thomas Howell. Many people haven't been saying that, but the actor in that 2 scene part is C. Thomas Howell, and that was a fantastic rescue. It made even more of an impact on me seeing it in the theater than seeing it in the 4-minute super preview. Even in the super preview, it still made my jaw drop. The very first time I saw it, I thought the boy wouldn't actually make it. But yeah, it was... He has another really good scene near the end of the movie. Sorry. C. Thomas Howell's character. He's I'm not gonna say what he is, but that's really what the whole thing is about. So let me see. The acting overall, really, by the main actors, was phenomenal. At first, I thought Rhys Ifans was a kind of an odd choice for playing Kurt Connors. In fact, Kurt Connors, but after seeing him in the trailers a few times and then in the movie, I thought he was an excellent choice. I remember him from movies like Notting Hill and Little Nicky. Those are the 2 main ones I remember him from. And Emma Stone is Gwen Stacy, and she was great. I thoroughly believe that she embodied that character, and she really seemed to really want to be in this story and acting with the characters. Primarily, she was acting with Peter Parker, but I think she got to know Aunt May and Uncle Ben. She got to know Kurt Connors pretty badly. So, and I thought she was a very, very fitting actress to play this part. I think Emma is originally a redhead, but she still looked fantastic when her hair was colored blonde. And Andrew Garfield, I've seen him before. He was in The Social Network, which many people think that he was robbed of an Oscar for his role in that. I agree. I think he should have won. What else? He was in The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. I thought there was something else I saw him in, but I can't remember. And Uncle Ben, I thought Martin Sheen was a fantastic choice for that part. Oh, Andrew Garfield. He was very, very fitting to play Spider-Man. I thought he fit that role like a glove. He really seemed to embody and enjoy playing Peter and Spider-Man much more than Tobey Maguire did. So I still know of those 3, but I think Peter Parker was played very well by Andrew Garfield. I think he's probably going to be thought of as the best actor for playing Peter Parker Spider-Man. Sally Field was another fantastic choice for Aunt May. I liked the actors they used for playing Uncle Ben and Aunt May in the other films, the 3 previous ones, but they weren't in the films a whole lot. They didn't have a big story thread to go along to be in, and their parts weren't very big. Uncle Ben and Aunt May in this film really had a big part to play because they knew the history about Peter Parker's father and what happened to him. So that's really what I appreciated. Aunt May showed up a lot in this, which I really felt was a great thing. The special effects, one particular shot that was kind of shoddy, like, man, that looks like a video game. But everything else really was fantastic. I loved how it all looked. The Spider-Man suit, I know at first people were apprehensive about it, but I know that in this he has mechanical web shooters, not organic, which many people were furious about in the other three. But at this time, it's what people wanted and read from the comics. It was mechanical. But I think I read or heard that every so often, when he kept shooting the webs, he would run out and they would have to refill them. He didn't refill them in this, but that's okay. The special effects were top notch, excellent. It was beautiful, I thought. Special effects, acting, and the set design was also another thing that really struck me. I thought that was also phenomenal, and it also fit very well with all the swinging that Peter would do after he got bit. And that was another thing that really struck me. I really liked how they handled that in this film. It was made more mature, and it had much more of a story thread at the beginning of the film, unlike the first Spider-Man 2002, where it was bit him once, he changed, and then that was it. We never seen or heard anything of it after that. In this, it's a story thread throughout the movie, which I really appreciated. Let's see, the 3D was also phenomenal. I loved how the 3D looked in this. I think this really would be the right film, the perfect film other than Avengers, to see this year in 3D. So that's probably really all I have to say. So I'll give this because of a few things that I thought were a little weird, maybe I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. So stay cool and roll out to the movies. Bye.